Alright, so in this one, we are going to be doing my top 10 list before part 2 of the 4th year anniversary in Dragon Ball Legends does begin. I feel like, I did this list a couple weeks ago when part 1 was ensuing. It was probably like a week or two into MUI's release, and now we are about to hit part 2, so I feel like refurbishing this to make it, here's the end of part 1, now here's the beginning of part 2, then the end of part 2, we see where we, leave off from the beginning of it, kind of just go through the timeline of events here, how Legends is changing in its meta, in its format, and all these things. These new units slash old units are changing and or, gaining more or less relevance, right? Just say, by the way, before we do begin, 1, we are attempting to hit 15,000 subscribers for anniversary does end, so if you are new and enjoy the content, feel free to subscribe. 2, if you do need, QR codes, want to do cooperate, all that stuff, well, the stuff does leave soon. I'm pretty sure the raid leaves tonight, or something similar tomorrow, whatever. Feel free to join my Discord down below in the description. This can be a long video, right? Like, I'm going to explain every single placement in fine detail as I can. I went over these units, I used them more recently, especially like G4 I just used today, with the DoooGote Blue, with Cell, like, all these units I really have used recently. I feel like I have a very firm grasp of what I'm thinking of and what I'm going to say here, and where these units being placed actually, I would hope, is more understandable than not understandable, right? I don't think everyone's going to agree. I feel like people are going to disagree heavily, which, that's how it goes, right? But I want it to be at least comprehensible to where you can at least see the argument, right? So if you disagree with it, okay, hopefully you at least see my side of it, and you're like, all right, well, that's why that's happening, and that's why that's there. It's going to be a long one. Like, I got coffee, right? This is going to be like, it's going to be a long one here, right? So let's get into it. And yes, we will have some honorable mentions. Obviously, you see it down there. Honorable mentions as the number one thing. I obviously want to get these out of the way first. These aren't going to be in order. I'm going to probably have 2 or 3 units here, and I'll think about who they are. I didn't actually think about these because, I'm contemplating like number 10 in honorable mentions, and they're very, 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 very close to one another. And I guess just to get into it here, honorable mention number 1 will be Whis. Some people have Whis in top 10, and I think Whis is a modern day Vados, right? Whis is giving that big support, a lot less support, but you also call the green card spawning of Whis, because holding a green card, support as well, so equivalent support in that aspect. Obviously run on the best team in the game, which is still red, red, purple of MUI, droids, and Whis, being that maybe not fully needed unit. Like, if there's a unit you don't need on that team, it is Whis, which obviously lowers the value because you just replace Whis with, let's say, I don't know, free-to-play Rosé draws a green card after a certain amount of counts, or Vegeta Blue draws 1 on entry, or Zamasu Goku Black could draw up to 2 on cover, right? You could really cope around and, use Yajirobe even, who's, holds green cards, right? You could cope around and have Whis be replaced for sure, but Whis does have perfect synergy with the idea of null special cover change, minus card draw speed when a new enemy is faced, I believe, or on cover, whatever it is, and then reduce enemy key by 20, again, when new enemy is faced. That null special card change for 60 counts with infinite card draw speed for, I think it's full game, actually, the infinite card draw speed Whis does have, can be very nice, right? Main ability being a team heal, lower sub count. Again, very nice things. The whole premise of Whis, though, is you star combo Whis, you get a green card in your hand, go to 17, boom, do that green card, keep going and going and going and going. And Whis being a supplier of that, supplementation of that. Again, I've seen Whis in like top 7 spots. I can't value Whis there personally. I run that team. That is a team I use to like farm up if I just had a shitty day using this, yellow Goku Black Zenkai. Okay, well, let me get my RP back, spam red, red, purple, and I'm just vibing where Whis starts off the combo. I have infinite combo because I have no special card change, 60 counts, and then boom, I go into 17, 18. Whis is that very good middle ground unit. Again, a Vados-esque unit is what Whis is, which is interesting. They make the Angels very support heavy, which I just find unique, where, they could be killers because they're the strongest things in the actual show for the majority of the show, right? But Whis definitely an honorable mention. Again, I've seen Whis be placed as high as like 7 or 6 on top 10 list, and from my experience of Whis, it is just that middle ground unit, which is a very good middle ground unit, but it's not something you need 100% of the time, compared to, like, if you're going to use the droids, like, they're number 1 for a multitude of reasons. Whis, I can't see as a unit above honorable mentions right now. Could change, though, in the future, right? Could change. Right now, though, I don't see it. And another honorable mention, I might go back and do one at the end of the video here, but another one I do want to at least give some love to. I don't think this unit could even, you know, be considered in top 10 right now, but Full Power Frieza, well, Full Power Frieza, and again, these aren't in order. Honestly, if I were to have it in order, I mean, would I have Whis above? He's on the best team in the game. Full Power Frieza is a yellow on a team that's top 3. Honestly, I'd probably have it in this order, but nonetheless, Full Power Frieza, while he is yellow, he still is very damn good. Like, it's not like this guy is bad or anything, it's just situation, man. His situation got screwed over. You know, this guy already has a plat. He has a secondary plat for his saga that he's on. Like, just situationally, he got screwed over. He's not a bad unit at all. It's just, you know, you're yellow. I can't do it where I'm like, you know what? This is good. We'll keep the yellows at a higher threshold. Like, no, they're worse off because you're a yellow unit. There's reds running around, MUI and droids, and, you know, whatever else comes out, which, you know, hopefully not a red unit comes out. And or, you know, other ones just running around. You know, CMZs can run around, FSKs can run around. Obviously, they're not as dangerous as the other two, but they can run around pretty freely. Like, it's not hard to run around like that because you always have a green covering you on most teams. Like, it's very simple to do. The yellow's got to go down in value. And again, Frieza's not bad. I don't want this to come off as Frieza's bad, but it's just, you're yellow, you're not slippery, you got some utility of Dragon Ball destruction. Well, how do you destroy Dragon Balls when you're dead? That's how I see it. I think it's a very simple way to see it. But we will do this in the correct manner, by the way, for the top 10s. Last time I did it, you know, 1 going down. I'm going to do it 10 going up. So actual number 1 will be at the end of the video. So I guess you guys want to skip there, enjoy. But I feel like explaining the reasonings, understanding the reasonings is more valuable than just skipping to it. But hey, you guys do what you want to do. Let's get into it here. Number 10. I want to say G4, and I'm going to keep it as G4. Now, I'm going to say one thing at the end of this, or maybe halfway through this. I do want to go into my old video, the one prior to this, right? The same list, but just prior to, and see where I rated these units. Because I don't remember. I remember, obviously, the top tier ones, but, like, the middle, low tier, I don't remember much, right? I remember G4 at the bottom, sort of hope kind of neither, but I don't remember too much, right? G4, though, he is barely here. Like, the sheer willpower that I had to take to not put LF Zenkai Frieza at number 10, Full Power Frieza number 10, or Whis is number 10. Whis, specifically Whis, because Whis is on the best team in the game, it was very high. But G4, listen, he has the ult, and I can't undervalue this. I want to, I really want to, because I think he's just an ult machine. But damn, G4's ult on any unit in the game, it is doing 70 to 80 to 90 to 100 zeroing some units. Any point in the game, if you're not doing extended combo comp and just screwing yourself over, anytime he can do that. And while he is only that, really, because I don't value him in any much more aspect, maybe because he has Blast Armor and Strikes, okay, he could, you know, get a combo starter because he has Blast Armor, Strike Cancel, you know, midway through a blast, whatever, sure, that's fantastic, that's situational, but he has that, right? I only value his ult. It does too much. It does too much damage for me to be like, you know what? I can't put you top 10. It just does too much. While there is purples running around and he is spooked out by that, I mean, he has Ultra Gogeta to help him deal with anything that's not being a blue unit. And, you know, he does have Super Vegito, let's say Vegito Blue. I mean, he has units around him to help him and protect him. But, again, his whole value will be the ultimate. And you will see a big scale from, like, you know, 7 to 6, or 5 to 4, or 2 to 1 for the units below and above each other, right? Like, G4 is at the bottom of the barrel here of top 10, and he's barely making it. I want to stress this. He is so far close to Whis, it's like they're this. But again, the value of G4's ult, I feel like, is too much. That's really the only reason he is here. He's not free on color, because there's a lot of purples, because there's no yellows running around, once again. He's not, you know, doing insane stuff outside the ultimate, but he has a hard-hitting ult. You're not going to fuck it up. You're not going to miss it. You catch somebody when they're manslaughtering you. You do a strike into an ult. You are most likely killing, if not almost killing, 80% to 90% of someone's HP because you did a G4 ult because you caught one time, and that's it. And that value of damage is I mean, it exists and it's not deniable, which is why he is there. It's just undeniable, very good damage, right? Number 9, though. Number 9, I do feel to be Mr. Sword of Copium. Yes, Sword of Hope. I feel like I had him here last time. I think these two were actually at the bottom of the list as well last time, to where they're making it, right? I think Sword of Hope and G4 are not comparable team-wise, but unit-wise, they are comparable to what they can do, to where Sword of Hope is kind of that mule, that meat shield type unit on the future setup of Droids, Cell, and Sword of Hope, and that's probably like Red Red Purple's number 1, Eloise top 3, so maybe that's like a top 3, top 5 team in the game, right? That red, blue, purple setup that I just explained. He can eat hits. You know, you're running into MUI a lot of matches more than Droids. While you are running into Droids, you're running into MUI a lot more. He can stonewall him. Any, you know, real decent blue, like the new Vegeta, can stonewall MUI. Sword of Hope, obviously, with the endurance, can stonewall very well. He gets his gauge. He can do a lot of strike damage. While he's not better individually, I need to point this out because people are going to, like, you know, go off. He's not better individually than VB in the damage output, but let me explain something. You do not need damage on the team that you run Sword of Hope on. Droids, they can stack and go and go and go. They might have low entry, sure, who gives a shit? Because every new arts they do, goes at 20% damage inflicted. Every new combo, they give, what, 15, 20% support? So, by the end of a combo with the droids, let's say you have 4 cards, okay, 90 on your entry, so you have 110, 130, 150, 170, you'll probably draw another card there, right? Okay, 190. You don't need damage. Cell has almost ultra level entry damage because it's plat equip. I don't need more damage. I don't need Vegeta Blue to exist, and I'm really, like, hammering this point home of Vegeta Blue to Sword of Hope because that's a very good comparison to make. And while there is, again, solo-wise, maybe Vegeta Blue can win, I don't need that damage. Sword of Hope, he exists as this pack mule unit to take hits, and just to take hits. If he gets rushed, okay, you didn't rush my droids, I'm fine with that. Vegeta Blue, I feel like if he gets rushed, well, okay, I lost a damage dealer. Like, he doesn't even need to get rushed to die. Like, Sword of Hope, a lot of times he need to get, like, a main popped, or, you know, a rush popped, or he needs something like a big pop to actually kill Sword of Hope. You don't really see Sword of Hope dying, like, from just normal-ass arts, unless it's, like, Android 18 did a blue card while you mid-sidestepped, and that's just, like, no, that's just fucking unlucky, but you don't really see Sword of Hope dying from just normal-ass arts. It's usually a rush after they popped his first life, and it's like, okay, well, you wasted your rush on Sword of Hope. I don't care about him. He's just a pack mule damage dealer that he takes hits. Great. Vegeta Blue, I mean, Vegeta Blue gets one strike into ulted by Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, who's very commonplace with MUI. You know? I don't need that. I don't need another damage dealer who's going to die 10 times quicker than Sword of Hope, because even there, like, Sword of Hope can't have that happen because he has endurance. So at least you have more time to swap and get him out, and maybe cover change or destroy Dragon Ball, because Cell destroys Dragon Ball when he covers, and you have a lot more safety situations with Sword of Hope being allowed in the fight than Vegeta Blue, to where I feel Sword of Hope is a number 9 unit. Definitely better aging than I think anybody anticipated Sword of Hope, by the way. I just gotta say that, because Sword of Hope, I mean, I didn't anticipate him to age well because he was with Boost, and it was like, he was super tanky with Boost, right? And as Boost ended, I was like, okay, maybe he'll fall off, but no. Number 9 unit in the game right here. I feel like that's a respectful spot for him. Anything higher, I feel like, is a little bit gassed. The ambulance friends are outside, okay. Number 8. Now, number 8, I'm a little bit stuck, to be real. It's kind of a toss-up. There's a few things I'm thinking of here at number 8. And, with it, while we wait for my ambulance besties to go by, it's not... I'm just stuck on this number 8, man. Because it's... Hold on. Let me... What did... now I want to hear myself. Hold on. What did I have as number 8? I apologize. Just one second. I don't want to cut anything here because I feel like it's just better to just, you know, go through. What did I have as number 8? Because I'm thinking about it right now, and I can't... I can't put my finger on a number 8 unit right now to, I don't know, solidify it? Man. Yeah, I need to pull this up. I'm sorry. I need to pull this up. I need to compare what I'm thinking in my head. Again, I don't want to pull it up for a reason, but I mean, I also feel like I have to pull it up here just to compare. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. God, I don't feel like that's true though now. Oh no. Okay, number 8. Listen. Number 8 is Andrew Golden Frieza, because I need to take a sip. I know people are gonna be so fucking pissed about this. It's alright. Again, you guys will disagree, it's fine. I don't mind. Don't mind at all. Just don't, attack too much. Andrew Golden Frieza. Now, Andrew Golden Frieza, I said this zillions and billions of jillions of times. Purples have gained more relevance, right? There are no yellows. Purples gain more relevance. That drops the green units down. Yes, feel like that's a very easy example of why he's here. He is green. He's also off boost now. He's number 8. I don't really know what else detail I could go into. Maybe that LOE doesn't have a brokenly great third unit. Like, LOE's team right now is Ancient Golden Frieza, Revival Frieza, who is going to be higher than Ancient Golden Frieza, and LF Zenkai Frieza. You are not running Mr. Full Power here. Honestly, he probably could be honorable. I'm just going to slap him here because he has honorable mention, right? And he probably, honestly, he's probably better, so if I want to order this, it's there. You're probably running LF Zenkai Frieza because purple, there's no yellows, he's just free, and Full Power Frieza is getting manslaughtered by androids and MUI, and honestly, anything type neutral because he's not that tanky either. Golden Frieza lost boost. He has no defensiveness. You would usually have a situation when he had boost where, okay, well, I could take, like, this full combo. I'll barely live it. I'll live with, like, 500 to 800k. Then I'll, full heal. I'll pop my main, and I'll get all my health back. Right now, Angel Golden Frieza is dying so quickly. It is ridiculous. It is absurdly quick how fast this guy fucking dies, man. And I'm sorry, but his value cannot be there. It is not there right now as a, what was he, top 6? I'm looking at it here. He is not number 6. I can't put him there. No, he has lost boost. He has lost some defensiveness that he had, and I thought he didn't really need that from boost, but clearly he fucking did. He can't retain any damage. He does good damage still. It's not like he does bad damage, but dude, if I can't even start a motherfucking combo before this guy's dead, it's the same thing as Full Power Frieza. It's just that this guy's better off because his color situation's not as terrible because while there is purples, they're not as spooky as MUI and droids. Ancient Golden Frieza, I'm sorry. You are so fucking squishy. It is honestly insane how much squishier you got. Like, you have ultra level. I'm pretty sure it's 50% cut innately. This guy is dying in like 3 or 4 cards. The 2 times I see him in a whole season, he's dying in 2 or 3 cards, and it's like I can't, man. There's too many purples that are being allowed to run around, and you are not that guy on your defensiveness as you were prior to. Obviously, boost ending, that shit hit different. It's some clarity here with this Frieza because he cannot take a hit right now. He cannot at all. Good damage, can't take a hit. You can only get you so far, really. Only so far. Speaking of that, not even good damage. It's more just annoyingness. Number 7. So what I say, right? It is that reds are more meta. So what is falling down? What is not being seen in 90% of teams you're probably going up against? Yellows, right? Oh, there's a yellow on the list. He's now at number 7. He was number 4. Looking at it. I'm sorry, man. Ultra Kaioken, where are you? You're hiding here, bestie. I can't even find you. I legitimately can't find him at all. He's right there in front of me. You're number 7. I'm sorry, man, but you're yellow, MUI and droids, and your boost also ended. Are you as paper as Frieza? You're probably equivalent to the paper of Frieza. The issue with your paperness is your color. Now, why Ultra Kaioken's above Frieza? Honestly, It's just that he's slippery. I really am coping hard about this slippery aspect, by the way. I think because he's so, annoying to catch from when he was boosted, I think it's playing an effect to where I'm, deciding him to be higher than Golden Frieza just because of that. But in reality, I don't even know if he's more, fragile or slippery or whatever it is. I feel like he could be. I feel like he can still be annoying as hell. His damage is not there. His color is not it. His tanking is not existent. His annoyance has dropped such a significant downfall from where it was because he's not doing enough damage to warrant, like LF Broly. I'm not, comparing like the whole kits of them, but LF Broly without Super Saiyans on like a PO or Movies team like you're trying to see him now where he has his plot equip, pre a kill, he's not doing enough damage to scare you to swap, right? That's not what he's doing. He's not doing enough to have that situation happen. Kaioken is in a similar, if not perfectly equal vein. He is not doing enough to make me feel worried or feel threatened by his existence unless he's done like 3 different combos, got his gauge 3 or 4 times, and he's, spamming green cards, being annoying as fuck. Sure, he could be annoying, but you can't just be annoying and be like, yup, I'm top 5 still. No, you're yellow, you're fragile as hell, your offense really is not that high, and all you really have going for you right now is you're slippery to catch, you're annoying to catch, and you're annoying to deal with. But you're not something that I'm like, this guy's gonna 1v3 me like you were just a few weeks, if not a week, no, 2 weeks ago, right? Because new season 2 weeks ago. At this point, you're not there anymore. Obviously, we see how the boost, again, Golden Frieza was 6, Kaioken was 4, now they're 7 and 8. Like, the boost definitely played a big factor, and I feel like we do have to be more wary of that. Me specifically, because I thought Kaioken could be at least, top 5 post-boost with this current meta, but no, no way, Jose, can I see that. There is no shot that is existent for me. But Kaioken, I wish you were better off right now, but man, you are just annoying, and that's really all you got going for you. I hope you get better off, because Ultra Gogeta being higher up than you by a lot of tiers, and you dropped later, it's tough luck there, buddy. Number 6, though, I don't feel like this one's controversial, right? I don't think so. I think this is pretty calm and tame here, but number 6 will be Revival Frieza. It's really simple to me. You had the Revival mechanic, right? You have this mechanic, and no one's existent to counter you out. I'm gonna say Cell exists, yes. I'm gonna say G4 exists, right? That's the only 2 units on this list that have an anti-Revival-esque mechanic that's very powerful. Like, Sword of Hope has one, but, like, you don't give a fuck about it, right? It's not as prevalent and prominent. If I'm not running into G4, which I'm not running into G4, if I'm not running into Cell, I'm not running into Cell. I've run into Cell. I can count on my hand the amount of times I've run into Cell and G4 this entire season, and I'm about top 100, top 150, contending around that area right now. So I've played quite a bit, right? You can see it in videos. I do not run into these units commonplace. You do not run into them. I run into units above them, or below them, I guess, for Cell and G4's cases, right? I run into Sword of Hope more than I run into G4. I run into Golden Frieza more than I run into G4. Like, some of these uncommon units I'm running into more than these Revival counter units. So with that, Frieza innately is perfect value. I'm not running into Blue fucking Beerus. There's nothing that's stopping Frieza. So, boom, Revival. Revival is so stupidly good because it makes you stop your combo. This guy's removing 50 ki, by the way, and going neutral when he revives. It makes you stop your combo in your tracks, and then boom, you gotta re-catch me, you gotta refigure shit out. You have no ki, I can tackle you instantly, then it's a 50-50. I catch you on the sidestep, or rather, you sidestep when you swap out, boom, I catch you, okay, my combo. You don't swap out, then you attack instantly, and I predict it, boom, my combo. It's so free. I can literally revive, then start my own combo if I get a good 50-50. And it's that easy, right? Like, there's no negative to reviving. And even pre-revival, this guy's spawning a green card on main. You run this guy on PO, Androids, Frieza, Revival Mechanic, and then, I don't know, is Monster Goku Black, Cell, like, anybody, really anybody at that point. You have a Revival unit, you have Dragon Ball Destruction with Cell twice, then you have Droids with Dragon Ball Destruction as well. I mean, you literally just have free wins being fed because this guy can revive, and okay, well, you killed my first life with your rush because you couldn't catch me anywhere else because, oh, this unit's too slippery, I destroyed this Dragon Ball, and you finally got your rush after like 80 counts or 100 counts, and you just threw it because you're just frustrated. That happens a lot. Oh no, you killed my revival unit. What the hell do I care? I saw that on rush 100 counts. Like, the mechanic of revival is just so broken to where this... It's just that he revives, why he's number 6. He even has more. He destroys Dragon Balls on his second main ability. He again goes neutral on his revival. Very good green card, which ups sub count to the enemy. So if I land that green card, well, it's a long animation, yes, on the post revival. I land that green card, I throw a rush, and you're locked in, you're fucked. You know, you're struggling 100 counts to even get your rush. I pop a green card with this guy, you know, while I stop time vent you on my main ability. You're fucked. You're getting rushed and killed. And it's like, how could you, like, the value, like, you hear the value, you're like, you're fucking right. Like, the value's there. And it just is so free and easy. Blue card quick animation as well, does pretty good damage on the post. You know, this guy, well, Louis is not the team right now that it once was as number 1. I mean, you just run this guy with fucking blue, red, purple. Like, PO, blue, red, purple is very good where you run Cell, droids, this guy, it's curtains, it's lights out. Like, you are so free to use Revival Frieza. It is actually insane how little I see of you. He has to get more respect. In PvP, like, I feel like I'm respecting him the hell out of here right now to put him above Ultra Kaioken. He's got to get more respect in PvP. I need to see this guy more in PvP. Really, I do. Because, dude, he is so free to do whatever the fuck he wants in any situation and be annoying as fuck the entire matchup just because he can revive. It's so easy for him. Cannot believe I don't see him more. Number 5, this is where I'm more concrete, right? Since about number 7, right, I've been more concrete on my choices here, but number 5, I do feel to be Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Yes, Vegeta, if I'm looking at it here, was actually number 7 last time. Okay, I like this comparison because it's like, oh, what was I thinking back then? But I could see it a little bit. I was undervaluing him tad a bit right there, right? But number 5 for Vegeta, he does pair as MUI's perfect partner, and MUI obviously is going to be higher up on this list, and that green and red duo is a very good cohesiveness. While he is, spoilers, going to be below Cell, it's because how I thought of this, and really it took me whole Cell's video to like revisit him and redo him and look at all these things, like really like analytical, factual type of things. The duo of droids and Cell is way too dominant compared to the duo of MUI and this Vegeta. And that is Vegeta's best setup, right? You run this guy with MUI, then you're third, I don't know, Whis, Vegeta Blue, fucking Ultra Kaioken. Who gives a shit, right? Whoever your third is doesn't matter because you have sort of Hope third, and it's kind of like a null third that just exists. Like, they're there, but like, the duo is meant to be the duo because they're meant to do their duo shit together, right? Individualistically, MUI is not beating out the droids. Individualistically, Cell is having a better color situation, personally, because he's purple and no yellows. And I just, Cell's just better than Vegeta. Like, it's just how it is. But Vegeta does have a sniping capability on his main, and that's why his value does rise even more than some of these units that you would think he's equivalent to. Maybe like Golden Frieza, you would think, okay, well, Golden Frieza's on a top 3 team. Why is Vegeta at number 5? Again, the duo of MUI and Vegeta. Obviously, the color synergy there. Golden Frieza doesn't have that. Like, who am I duoing Golden Frieza with? It's like, my hands are in the air. Like, you can't do anything, right? You're just kind of existent. While he is good individually, he's just not good as a pairing. And this game is a team game of 3v3, so the value of Vegeta definitely is higher. Again, the support, the lock-in, the annoyance of his even key recovery down when he is doing his arts and all that stuff can be something that does exist and exude more dominance for him there, right? So number 5 for Vegeta, feel very good about that. And number 4 again, Cell is right here. Did a showcase and felt that he's still Cell, right? Cell definitely has not, like, okay, well, he's bad now because droids are solo carrying everything, so that makes every unit on the team that, you know, he's on bad. I need to take a coffee break because my throat is dry here. it makes it seem like the idea that the units around this number 1 unit carrying everything is bad, right? Like, people might think, okay, Ultra Gogeta is number 2 in the game, so that means G4 is shit, or that means Vegito Blue is ass. No, it just means in comparison, maybe they're not as good. Cell definitely was getting compared, because I see a lot of Cell downplay where it's like he's not even, you know, top 7 or something like that. I'm like, huh? Like, people say he's top 10 for sure, but like, not even top 7. I'm like, huh? Really? Like, I had to test him. I really had to go into it and get into his details and see all these things. Cell, while he's not the androids, no one's the fucking androids. Spoiler, they're fucking number 1, right? He definitely can do his own work. Again, that future setup of the blue, red, purple, it's all individual units. That's it. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and MUI, while it is a duo, that's kind of a downfall to that duo, right? You're kind of reliant on one another, where MUI can be the staller, Vegeta can be the supporter / okay damage dealer, but MUI can also do more damage than Vegeta. You're really relying on one another in that setup. Well, Cell, you're not relying on my androids to do 37 tap attacks and get, you know, all these ally buffs. No, you're not relying on my androids to do 97 different combos. Sure, they can do it, but Cell's not relying on that. He can individually, like, my last match of the Cell video is Cell in the entire match, given it's green, green, red, but they didn't catch me once, it didn't really matter. It's Cell killing everything. No swap, no nothing. He just stayed in, killed everything, no struggle. And it's like, how could Cell not be top 4? He's free as a color because he's purple. And then he has insane entry damage. You're always up against a Saiyan. You know, maybe not a hybrid, fine, but a Saiyan. Saiyans are existent. MUI's a fucking Saiyan. Vegeta's a Saiyan. Like, the units above him are going to be Saiyans. The units below him are going to be Saiyans. You're always up against Saiyan. He just doesn't have a full negative. Really, he doesn't. Like, and I guess that could mean he could be higher, which... It's more that maybe he doesn't have a negative that's, like, fully out there, sure, but that kind of just goes to show that these other 3 units above him just have less of a bad thing. Well, maybe, you know, MUI could have a negative somewhere in his kit, well, Cell's utility of it is maybe a little bit worse. Like, Cell doesn't have anything bad, it's just the other units have everything better than what Cell has, and that's kind of how he just makes it here. He's not as good as them, because individually he's just lacking in some departments to where it's not as good, but it's not anything bad. Like, I don't even know an example. Like, MUI innately has really high cut. Like, he has really much higher cut because he's boosted and he has all this stuff. Well, Cell has fine cut. It's not like Cell's cut is bad, but MUI just has better. MUI has this neutral game where it's just peak. Like, it's the best neutral game in the entire game. Well, Cell is fine neutral. He has Blast Armor on blue, Blast Armor on green, Blast Armor on ult. But it's not the same thing as MUI's. It's just worse off. So it's not like he's bad in any department. Again, you see kind of thresholds of power. And you kind of see it there where, like, 3 to 4 will definitely be a big threshold. And then you kind of see it with, like, 8 to 9, where Golden Frieza, while he's a very big damage dealer and very annoying, Sword of Hope is definitely not in that realm. G4 is definitely not in that realm of damage. But they do have attributes to them that give them a top 10 spot. There's definitely different reasonings for these units being here, obviously, as there should be, because not every unit's doing the same exact thing as these other unit. Like, Revival Frieza literally is here because he revives. Simple. So easy. Number 3, though. Oh my god. I guess I was going so ballistic, the camera. That's funny. Hold on. I need to recenter this. Sorry. Apologize. Oh, shit. Hold on. Should be good. Should be good. Alright, we're good. Number 3. Number 3 is Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, right? You know, there's someone above him that's going to be Ultra Gogeta, and then the other one, again, spoilers, the droids. There's going to be a very dominant blue above him, and that just innately lowers his value, where he can't go neutral, he can't, you know, deal with that. But MUI has the best neutral play in the game. He is the most passively annoying little fucker in the game, yes, but his only flaw is that he doesn't go neutral, and it's like, dude, like, look at these units. Who's even going neutral? Cell? No. Vegeta? On cover for 3 counts. Rival Frieza? That's not even the part of his kit that you care about. The part of his kit you care about is the rival mechanic, but sure, he goes neutral. It's not like he's doing insane damage anyways. Kaioken? No. Golden Frieza? No. G4 defensively for like, what, 45 counts because 15 each time he comes in defensively. Then on main he gets it for like 20 counts, sure. And Sword of Hope when last man standing on his ult for 10 counts. Neutral is like, it's a who argument. But then again, you have USG, Ultra Gogeta, who goes neutral when an ally is defeated twice for 10 counts in full, counting there. Then the droids, well, they literally counter their own disadvantage. So, while the, I guess not neutral is a, I don't even want to call it a negative. Because it's not, dude, it's 2 units that do it above him. Like, that's it. He just doesn't do enough what these other units are doing. While he has great neutral play and great area to just be sitting there and kind of stalling out and having this effect, he doesn't go neutral, and that makes him not number 2 and number 1. But everything else MUI does is good enough, if not great, if not ideal. Like, it's pretty ideal to have MUI and just sit there with MUI. That's why you run number 1, number 3, and honorable mention Mr. Whis there, because it's so easy. Just sit there MUI, you infinite combo with your droids, then you just, farm up your green cards or farm up your rush or whatever the fuck with Whis. MUI is literally there just to be a annoyance, a bother, and still do good damage, just doesn't go neutral. That's his only negative. Doesn't really have much. Again, these units don't have many negatives at this point of top 4. It's just that the other units above them do more. Like, I can't explain it better. There's just no negatives going on besides things that other units have, and it's not that this unit needs that. It's just that they already have it. So it's like, well, here we are. But number 2, I already said it. I guess I could pull these guys up pretty quickly to the top, right? Androids as number 1, and then Ultra Gogeta as number 2 for Ultra Gogeta, right? Can this not fall, please? We're almost done. Please. Ultra Gogeta, obviously going neutral when he is second man to last man standing there. He also, gets a second ultimate. He can nullify endurance for 30 timer counts. And red above, red below. How do I... You can't... Like, it's so easy to be. There's a red unit around him. There's another red unit around him that's very commonplace. That means Ultra Gogeta is being that blue to sort out and deal with these reds. Even so, some greens. You see Vegeta there. Ultra Gogeta goes neutral. 5 counts when someone's dead. So maybe you're going to get sniped with Ultra Gogeta. Woe is me. Unfortunate. But then instead you get sniped with Vegeta Blue because you ran them both together because you didn't care about this green Vegeta because boom, Ultra Gogeta does a new combo and he one combos this Vegeta. Well, it's probably not likely to one combo Vegeta. He's at like half HP maybe. One combo this green Vegeta. He's locked in. They're fucked. I mean, I feel like it's very easy to just understand that Ultra Gogeta can kill anything, can do anything against anything. And it's just that easy for him. He doesn't have a real drawback. Maybe his blast damage not being, perfect. Oh no. Like, shucks. Like, darn. But this guy can null endurance for 60 counts at peak. 30 usually, because you're usually going to do your ult, prior to that last man standing secondary ult you get. Great green card. Great blue card. Great strike. Has blast armor. Again, I don't see a drawback to him. If there's a drawback to this guy in particular on his teams, it is that his teams are not as peak as, like, God Key is a lot better than, let's say, Ultra Gogeta's team. But again, this is a unit that can just be slapped anywhere and just solo an entire fucking match. MUI is not a unit that can do that. Then droids as number 1. Again, I mean, do I really have to say anything? They do everything. They support, they damage, they have utility, Let me touch on everything they do, because maybe it's not even known because I hear things like G4 is number 1. And I laugh at that because he's barely number 10. Can destroy Dragon Balls. Okay. Every time 17 comes in. Can heal while landing. GV has it where they just do arts, right? Landing arts with 17. I think it's Striker Blast arts. Both green cards and no special cover change. 18 removes Vanish on hers. And then 17 does a long range beam. It's a long animation, but a long range beam. So both very good green cards there. Blue card gets Penetrate Cut, to where you're doing a lot on your blue card, even if it is mid-combo, because a lot of blue cards actually, from, I believe Ultra Gogeta and Ultra Kaioken actually, don't Penetrate Cut as much. If not, their ults don't Penetrate Cut at all. And while 17, 18 don't have an ultimate, that's kind of their ultimate, their blue card, right? So they're going through cut while these other two ultras aren't even going through cut. It's like, oh, that's a step up. Again, cover changes that combo into a blast while every new combo is performed with the androids out. They get damage inflicted to themselves and allies. Backwards Future Gohan, if you will, where Future Gohan gets more damage inflicted to his allies. Every new combo he takes, backwards, right? Every new combo they do, boom, damage inflicted and destroy a card. And RNG has, screwed me so many times where I feel like it's always going to be a green or blue card or ultimate that you have in your hands. So, just great stuff there. They have so much utility, so much diversity, maybe low entry damage, sure. I already did the numbers. 90 entry, 110, 130, 150, 170. This is excluding if you do a green card, right? Up to 190, because you probably get 5 cards because you're doing charge steps and, side steps and all this bullshit. You get up to 190 without a green card. Now let's say you stay in, because why would you need to switch out? You just did this infinite combo, and you could tag out. Honestly, you probably go to 18, get damage inflicted on that swap out, probably get to like 210, 230% on one combo, pre-green card. Let's say you have a green card. Okay, their advantage is gone. Okay, you did a new combo. Well, now you get 20% support. They're just going and going and going, and they have such a snowball effect of damage to their allies and themselves. It is not comprehensibly fair. These units came out early. I keep saying this because I feel like it's true. These units came out like 3 months early. I think they were meant to topple MUI because he probably would maybe be number 1 right now if he didn't have the androids existing. Because while you would say, yes, Ultra Gogeta does still exist, well, MUI, that's only 1 red. And would you really run Ultra Gogeta just to counter out 1 red? Yes, in like a match sense, but like in a full list, you would have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta very much easier to snipe that Ultra Gogeta in that aspect, because right now it's 2 reds running around. Well, there it would be just 1 red, and MUI would be that number 1 unit, I feel like, at least. But yeah, Joy's number 1. List, though, just to go over it here, Joy's number 1, Ultra Gogeta number 2, MUI number 3, Cell number 4, Vegeta number 5, Revival Frieza number 6, Kaioken number 7, Angel Golden Frieza number 8, Sword of Hope number 9, and G4 number 10. Honorable mentions are in order where it's Whis, number 11, I guess, Zenkai Frieza number 12, and Full Power Frieza number 13 there. Honorable mentions, I would not add anybody else, actually. I'm sorry, Puddle Boy. I'm sorry, Vegeta Blue. I'm sorry, but I do think Sword of Hope and Vegeta Blue are comparable. I do think so. But I'm sorry, that team that I ran for Vegeta Blue, while it is competent, it's a 2v3 team. And I can't in good confidence be like, you know what? This is good enough. Maybe Vegeta Blue could be like above Full Power Frieza, maybe, if I really want to be nice. But, I mean, in an overall vacuum, I need more time with Vegeta Blue. I do. I don't think he can make top 10 right now. Regardless of that, me needing more time with him, I don't think he can make top 10. But if I were going to put him like anywhere and be kind, I would say above Full Power Frieza. Probably not much above that, though. He's good. Being top 15 is good. But he's not in top 10. Let me know what you guys think of my top 10 list before part 2 of the anniversary does begin. And I'll see you guys in the next one.